now inside of what was our chicken coop turned into our garden greenhouse. We lost a bunch of chickens recently and we had moved the coop up to this area, and we thought, you know what, it would be best probably to turn this into our garden area. That way we don't have to try to cover our garden and stop deer from getting to our garden or other pests. We can just have it right inside of our chicken coop, and when we're ready to have our chicken coops back in here, we'll just move everything out and they'll be ready to move in. So this is actually designed just like a hoop house, and I'll show you the top part. And so you can see it's currently shaded, and we'll see if we need to unshade it to make sure that the plants do get some sun. But it has the shade up, and it provides the protection from the elements that are around here on the land, from nature, from getting to our plants, and we'll be able to grow. So what we're going to do today is put down this rice hay. This was recommended to us by one of the men at a farm that we were at a nursery, that we were at recently, and we were talking about doing what we're doing here in gardening, and he said, you know what, it probably would be good to put down some of the rice hay, go down to another feed store, he told us, and go pick up this hay, put it down on your garden beds, and it'll stop the weeds from coming up when you're growing your plants. And so we're going to put that down first, and then we have some special soil that we're going to put down that is really good for high altitudes, that's good for growing, and it has all the nutrients in it that we could ask for. So I'm going to do that today, and hopefully get some plants planted within the next few days. Oh, I'm inside of the greenhouse, and this you can see here. You can see the garden boxes that are full with the rice hay, and the next step is to put the soil in. Alright, so this stuff is called Recipe 420. It's actually used for marijuana growers a lot, but because the amount of nutrients that are in it, the nursery recommended it. Hope you guys are enjoying this video. We have a little intermission here, Royal Roots intermission, and our founder Hulda is going to hop in and tell us a little bit about purchasing plants from the nursery and how to not bring home pests.
We're out here at a nursery in Toll House, California, Prather. It's up in the mountains in the Sierra Nevada mountain range, and we are grabbing some starter plants because we've been transporting animals and moving and doing stuff. So we haven't had time to plant seedlings and do it that way. So I was over here and I'm grabbing some Brussels sprouts, and I looked and I'm like, oh my gosh, these Brussels sprouts. I'll show you the one I found. It's over here. Oh, here's a good example. See all those? Baby aphids. And I was getting ready to take them because the plants look really healthy. And I'm like, oh, these look good. And I looked under the plant and I saw these. I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to transplant aphids. So when you're going out and you're buying seedlings and look for plant health, you want to look for strong roots. Like, look at that, how that's not like leaning over and bent over, all weird and like this, where it's going to be hard to plant that in the ground, and you're going to try to expect that to go erect. Second thing to look for is bugs. You don't want to transplant an infestation from the nursery to your garden. Little tip.
Thank you, Hulda, for that advice. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Well, not so regularly, but you get the gist. guys have been banned outside of the garden because they are just the destroyers. They just destroy everything that they find their little paws on. They want to destroy it and pee on it. But they tried to step into the garden beds. They have eaten up some of the plants. Yeah, they're no longer invited. They try to destroy each other, see? They're puppies, and that's what they do. Our garden inside of what used to be our chicken coop, and for this season will be our garden, has now been planted. We use the rice hay on the bottom, and then we use the 420 soil on top of the rice hay. And as you see, we have a variety of plants. We have peppers, broccoli, cauliflower. We have pak choy and kale, and all types of really good vegetables and greens that we will be enjoying here at the Rural Roots Farm. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Hey, no, get out. He just, this. That's no. These are mommy's plants. Come on. You, get out. Come on. That's it. Teddy, I don't like the fact that you think that you run everything. You're just gonna climb up on the stairs. Yeah, thank you.